I sell a lot of new construction, but when it was my time to buy a home, I bought resale. Stick with me because why I did that and why it might be the wrong move for you is the honest breakdown nobody at the model home is going to give you. Hi, I'm Brandon Holly with Holly Homes Realty right here in South Austin. If you have already decided to move to Central Texas but are stuck between buying new construction or an existing home, this video is going to be for you. I'm going to give you a real framework with real numbers so by the end you can tell which path actually fits your money and your lifestyle. Here are the three things we will cover. 1, the case for new construction and why it is the smart first move for a lot of people, especially if you are renting right now. 2, the case for resale and where it's going to win. And then 3, a cost comparison most agents skip. The one that shows you what a new kitchen, a new bath, and a covered patio really costs depending on which house you buy. And I will also tell you the honest truth most agents will not, which is that the cheaper new home is cheaper for a reason, and that's not always a deal breaker. Let me set the table first. Right now in the Austin area, builders are sitting on a lot of inventory and spending real money trying to move it. Prices have come down from their peak and buyers have more room to negotiate than they have in years. That matters because the incentives you are seeing are not small and they're definitely worth paying attention to. Right now, builders are offering rate buydowns, closing cost assistance, and design center allowance packages. In the current market, those packages can run from $10,000 to $30,000 and more on homes that have been sitting for longer. And if you are considering a move to Central Texas, hit subscribe because every week I drop a breakdown exactly like this one. And then on the resale side, established South Austin neighborhoods are not getting any cheaper. What you get instead is the thing you cannot build overnight, which is going to be mature trees, bigger lots, schools, shops, and restaurants that already exist. So this is not new is good, old is bad. It is two different deals and they fit two different buyers. Let me start with the case for new construction because I think it is stronger than a lot of people online give it credit for. If you are renting right now, trying to buy, new construction has a real advantage. Most new homes come with builder warranties. That means in those first few years, you are probably not replacing an HVAC, water heater, or dishwasher out of pocket. This gives you room to rebuild your savings after you buy instead of draining them on something unexpected. Here's how that warranty usually works. Builders describe it as a 1, 2, and 10. You get 1 year on workmanship, 2 years on the systems like plumbing and electrical, and up to 10 years on the structure. One honest note for 2026, some builders are moving that structural coverage from 10 years to 6 on new contracts, and others are holding at 10. So don't assume, read the written warranty and know who is actually backing it. The other piece is financing. Some builders offer better rates and closing cost assistance if you use their preferred lender. For a first-time buyer trying to get over the upfront money gap, that can be the difference between buying now or having to wait another 2 years. So I'm not going to pretend new construction is bad. A lot of these builders are good quality and a great option for first-time home buyers. Now the case for resale. If you have the finances, an eye for upgrades, and you actually enjoy putting sweat equity into a place, established is going to be the way to go. I'll be honest about the house that I bought. We bought a resale. It was actually built in 1983 and it needed quite a bit of work. We have put around $75,000 into it so far, and I have loved doing a lot of it myself, especially whenever it comes to the yard. With a resale, you can shop bigger lots, establish communities, and all these shops and restaurants that already exist around them. So you know exactly what you are getting, not what is promised for the future. I will also be honest that this is not the right fit for everyone. My wife likes a lot of the newer communities. We have actually been looking at Easton Park for the modern layouts, the amenities, and the newness of the community. If it were only up to me, we would be buying another older home, put money into it, but not everyone has the time, the cash, or the desire to do that. And that is exactly where new construction earns its place. You move in, and for the most part, you do not have to pour extra money into anything. So here's my question for you. Are you a new construction person or a resale person? Drop it in the comments and tell me where you are moving from. I'm gonna read every single one and get back to you. So here's the comparison I promised. The one that actually decides this for a lot of buyers is gonna be the money. Say you buy in an established home and you want it to feel like new. A mid-range kitchen remodel in the Austin area runs roughly about $25,000 to $45,000. A bathroom roughly $15,000 to $30,000, and then a covered patio is going to be another $20,000. Add those up and you're looking at $60,000 to $90,000 to get an older home to where a new build already it starts. Here's the part nobody explains. On a newer construction home, those finishes are already in. They are wrapped into your mortgage. One loan at your mortgage rate spread over those 30 years. On a resale, that same work comes later and it usually comes out of your pocket, or on a second loan like a home equity line at a higher rate and on a shorter term. Let's make it real. Roll $60,000 in finishes into a mortgage, and at today's rates, you are talking about $375 to $400 a month. Fold it into a payment you were already making. If you do that same $60,000 as a home equity loan after closing, and the monthly hit is bigger, it is on a shorter clock and it lands on top of your pre-existing mortgage. That is the honest math. New construction lets you finance the finished product at the best rate you will get. Resale lets you buy the location and the trees now and improve them on your own timeline, but you pay for those improvements separately, usually at a higher rate. One more thing on the newer construction side, because I promised you honesty, there are two costs that surprise buyers, and you deserve to know both before you fall in love with a model home. First is going to be the taxes. In Texas, the county values your property as of January 1st. If your new home is not finished by then, that first tax bill can reflect just the lot. The next January, they reassess the finished house and that bill can jump 40 to 60%. A lot of lenders do set your escrow up for the full value, which helps, but not all of them, so make sure you ask. Second is the mud and PID districts. In a lot of newer communities, these get layered on top of your county rate and they can add real money to your monthly payment. I recently did a whole video on mud and PID taxes, so I will keep it short here, but know that the sticker rate is not always the whole story. And on the upgrades themselves, know that builders price differently. Some include a lot in the base, some show you a beautiful model and then everything you loved was an upgrade. That gap between the base home and the model home is where a lot of new construction budgets blow up, and it is also where it can affect your appraisal. That is a conversation to have before you sign, not after. So here's how I would actually think about it. If you are renting right now, you want a warranty and low maintenance for the first few years, and you are fine being a little further out, lean towards new construction. It protects your savings while you can get your footing back. And then if you have the finances, you have an eye for what a home can be, and you want mature trees, an established location, and known schools, and you do not mind updating a kitchen on your own timeline, lean towards resale. And the one thing to watch out for on either side is the maintenance. YouTube will teach you a lot, and I love that, but you still have to put the work in. New or resale issues will come up. Resale will just ask more of your time sooner. So whatever you buy, when something breaks, handle it right away. That is true for a brand new build, and it is true for a home built in 1983. Now you might be thinking, okay, Brandon, but it's the cheap new build a bad build? Here's the honest answer. There are tiers to every builder. Some are better than others, and some give you more than others. The more affordable options are more affordable for a reason. It might be build quality, it might be location, it might be the builder themselves, but that does not automatically make it a bad decision. If that home is what you can afford and it gets you out of renting, that can be the right move for you. It just means you protect yourself harder, get your inspections done earlier, all of them that you can, even on a new build, and stay on top of maintenance from day one. I would rather you hear that from me now than find out at closing or 2 years in. Look, the market is going to keep shifting, incentives change, rates move, and prices move. That is exactly why you want someone in your corner running your actual numbers. I understand now may not be the right time, and I never want to be pushy. Just know that I am here if you have questions, if you would like to start planning or need anything. You have links below to my free Central Texas relocation guide. And before you go, watch the 2 videos coming up on your screen right now. If you want to go deeper on new construction, those 2 pair perfectly with everything we just covered. And then one more thing, next week I am going to be tackling a big one, what's going to be the future of Central Texas and what is coming to Austin, Kyle, and Buda by 2030. If you are moving to this area, you are going to want to see where it is all headed. Make sure you are subscribed so it lands in your feed, and I will see you then. Thank you again so much. My name is Brandon Hawley with Hawley Homes Realty.